Yes,
we
sir.
Here, baby. We here,
back
baby.
again. We back again.
Politics,
you know what I'm
usual
saying?
wild,
Politics,
baby.
usual wild. What's this? Episode 4?
Episode 4.
4.
We on that square from Delaware.
On that square from Delaware. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Get your Dame Dash on, right?
That's right. That's that 360, baby. That's that 360 for real.
Word
up, man.
Yeah, man.
But how you doing, man? How you doing?
Man, I'm good. I've been chilling, man. Chilling, taking it easy, man. You know, just living life. You know what I mean? Just trying to be, you know, just trying to stay focused and, you know, do what we doing out here with these community events and stuff and these events we are doing and whatnot. You know, we got the Crown event coming up.
Keep the people first, baby.
You know,
first.
Got the book bag drive. I mean, the Christmas, what's the Children Affair?
The Christmas Affair coming up. We got a couple toy drives going on.
So you're gonna see the flyers and everything on that. That's what we doing, you know, just trying to build on that and just have a good time and enjoy life, man. That's about it. You know, what's good with you though?
Nah, I'm just here, man. You know, I'm feeling good, looking good. You know, got my little dog sweater on, dog sweaters.
Got our dog sweaters on.
Terriers, we got terriers on.
You know what I mean?
Switch it up for y'all this time, you know.
You know what I mean?
A little pizzazz. You know, I like to use the word pizzazz.
You know what I mean?
You know what I'm saying? But this is the episode before the holidays. You know, I just wish everybody have a good holiday.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm not really into the holidays and stuff like that, but anything when the family can come together, you know what I'm saying, and just be together with the family, I'm with that, man. You know what I mean?
That's what's up.
I like that, man. That's what love and loyalty is about. Family. You know what I'm saying?
You know. Happy gobble gobble and all that stuff, and you know, Christmas coming up.
Facts.
Happy holidays to all. You know, all them Christmas parties about to come around.
Yeah,
you know what's going down.
Be careful with the Christmas parties. You know what I'm saying? That's like going to Vegas. What happens at a Christmas party stays at a Christmas party.
I know we still in November, but man, I know. You know they plan them Christmas parties now.
Man, I remember my first official Christmas party, right? I went to a Christmas party with the job and I drank. So I never been to an open bar before where you can just drink as much as you want.
They give it to you.
You know what I mean? They just give you, just like, here, take this, take this. You ever tried this? You ever tried that? So give me all that. Let me drink that. I'm driving home, man. Next thing you know, I wake up in somebody else's yard. Christmas party. With the car running in park. Word up. Woke up in somebody else's driveway like this. Oh man, I'm in the wrong driveway, man. Christmas party.
Christmas parties, especially when they have open bar. Oh yeah.
Yeah, that open bar is serious.
You love them Christmas parties.
You can experiment at an open bar, boy. Yo.
I know they be having some of them. They be cheap. Some spots be cheap. That's not fun. Some spots be cheap. You go to them spots. They don't have to. They have only beer and wine.
Oh wow! I don't want to go to that Christmas party. I'm leaving that. I'm sorry.
Only beer and wine. You going to you like
that? I don't want beer.
Yo, man. I remember my company when I just got with it. They had it like that.
Yeah.
But the ones after that, like the ones now, I think they be having open bar and stuff now.
Okay.
They making money now. They doing their thing. We
spend no expense.
Yeah. So it's good.
Yeah, you gotta show the workers love, man. That builds camaraderie,
in the
man.
beginning, man, we used to bring me and my man Collins. Yo, we used to we used to come in like, you know, you got your work bag. You got your work bag. You stop at the liquor store before the
put something in there.
Put something in there. Boom. I buy a bottle. He'll buy a bottle. We bring it in the party. We like this up at the party, like this. Popping it off like this. We have it under the table, hitting everybody. Yo, you want to come?
You all right? Nah, I'm good. I'm good.
Bring your glass. Bring your glass. Bring your glass. Like that.
Word up.
Word up. You know what I mean? Stash it on the word. But now they be having open bar now. They be having it late.
They show them love.
I remember before it be like that, but some spots be like that. So I advise you. I mean, hey, you know, grab your little bag in there. Keep it on the low.
You know what I mean? Just don't drive drunk.
Oh man, yeah.
Drunk, boy.
They got Uber now or something. Get on that Uber.
Your Christmas party will be your devil's advocate. Because you're gonna be in front of the judge talking about, but it's Christmas, y'all.
Yo,
it's Christmas. Here's a present for you.
We talking about, and we building on that now because you know people doing that now for Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
Thanksgiving around, it's holiday. This is holiday season. It's nothing but parties and stuff. So y'all going out there, just be careful. You know, be aware, be focused, be aware of your surroundings and where you going and who you with, and you know, just be focused.
It's about
out there.
family, man. These holidays right here is about family, man. I'm not an advocate for these holidays, but like I said, anything that has to do with family time is beautiful, man. Absorb that, take as much as you can. You know, Thanksgiving, I think y'all watch football and all that.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Go Steelers.
The Cowboys and the Steelers and all that.
We good.
Doing they duck thizzle. I think the Cowboys, Detroit plays every year for like the past 20 years. But, you know, just have fun, man, you know what I mean? And enjoy it. Because YOLO, you only live once, baby.
Only live once. Gotta enjoy life, live life. That's it,
enjoy
man.
it and live it, man. Be happy with it, man. Even if you were miserable, be happy in your miserability, if that's a word. You know what I'm saying?
Your miserability?
Your miserability. I just made a new word up on politics as usual. Put that in Ebonics dictionary, goddammit. Word up though, but
man,
yeah, we're gonna touch on a few things today, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, well, I mean, you know, we freestyle. You know, we just build and stuff.
Yeah, for sure.
Season forever. I know right now it's definitely my season to go get checkups for medical and get your checkup and everything. You know, so I like to build on things like that. You know, let's go check the doctors because as us as people, minorities, black people, we really don't go check that man. Go check the doctor. So you know, I like to build on that because that's what I think we need to do more if we not doing more of now. You know, to go to the doctor and get checked out and stuff because you know
you see people dropping, man. Like a lot of people been dropping lately, yo. A lot of loved ones, you know what I'm saying, and you know what I'm saying. Shout out to my man Kilz, who's gonna bury his mother tomorrow and stuff like that. You know, his mother passed and all that from cancer and stuff. But you know, it's like the young are dying faster than the olders and the elders today. It's like because we're not taking care of ourselves and stuff, you know, man. We get lazy and complacent. You know, shout out to all the brothers that work out, like my big man to my left, you know what I'm saying, that be eating the weights and stuff like that.
Gotta stay healthy, man.
How they say in the commercial, I'm come to pick things up and put things down and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Shout the brothers out, man. You know, it's all good, man. For real.
But that's, you know, it's all about just taking care of yourself, and that's one of the things is taking care of is going to the doctor. Right. We don't go and stuff because we scared of what we might find out, what might come of it, and so man, we don't know. So I might find out something wrong. I ain't know, but now he tell me wrong. Now I know.
And then your life has changed that fast. You're like, you was good when you walked in the door. You know what I mean? It's like going to H&R Block during tax season. You broke when you walk in the door and you come out 1,000 there, but it's reverse. It's reverse. You good when you go in there. You come out like, damn.
Oh man, like man, it's
damn,
going. But now
6 months.
But that's why we need to get it checked out because sometimes we don't even know the things that you may that happen to you or you going through. It can get cured. It can get taken care of. So you don't get scared of it, but you got to get it checked out early. And that's why we need to go to the doctor. Because I remember, coming home and stuff. I mean, going to the doctor. I wasn't going because, you know, in the pen, you don't go to the doctor. And that's what most of the time we grow up. You know, you don't go to the doctor.
Sick call. You got sick
I go to sick call. Only time you go to the doctor in the pen is when you sick.
Yeah,
you know, you go get sick. Oh, something wrong with me. I go get checked out.
And the doctor still don't care about you.
He don't care. He do it 1, 2.
Go. I forgot what it's called when you get the pills and all that.
You know what I mean?
Infirmary. Like, yo, you stand on the line for your pills. And you got the brothers in front of you. They want to get their Thorazine and their whatever that shit is. The promethazine and the shit that the dope fiends be taking. Methadone. Yeah. They be locked up for that methadone up north, boy. I ain't gonna bullshit you.
On the methadone, talking about they trying to win themselves
for. Gave up a drug for another drug.
They trying to win themselves for methadone. That drug make them worse. Yeah.
That drug make them worse because they nodding worse now.
And then they go back trying to sell a little bit little liquid of it.
Yeah,
a drop. You won't.
For 12 packs, because we talking about when they were selling cigarettes. You know what I mean? Yeah. You know what I mean? When they're selling cigarettes and shit.
But that's what I'm telling you. You don't go get checked out. So if you growing up in that or you out here, we don't go get checked out only when something wrong with us or when we hurt. We hurt or something wrong. You know what? Let me go get this looked at. Let me go see what's going on.
When we in absolute unlimited pain.
You know what I mean?
Shit,
we don't need to.
Gotta be wrong.
You know, we shouldn't be going through that. We shouldn't be doing that. We should go every year because now at work, but at some jobs, like every year they look at you. If you don't do your checkup, they go up on your premium.
Wow. Really?
They go up on your premium. Wow. But if you use it and everybody, and I'm talking about everybody got to get checked. You got dependents on there, people on it.
Wow.
They follow up on there and they let you know.
I like that.
They may send you a mail and say somebody in your family ain't get a checkup this year. So they make you have to go get checkup, but you shouldn't want to go get a checkup. You understand? Because you get a checkup, then you find out what's wrong with you. Especially the brothers that we talking to that's over 45, over 50 years old.
Drink,
you know what
smoke.
I mean? You know what I mean? You doing that? You gotta go get them tests where the man go up tell you to bend over and cough and put the.
You talking about the physicals?
Yeah. You gotta get all that done. Let's not stay away from it. It's bad for us, brother. No one wanna go through it. I don't gotta go through it yet. But when I do, I'm accepted like a man because you know what?
Checked and all that. Yeah,
you gotta get the prostate. You know what I mean?
Prostate
so when he go up in there, he do his 1-2. You gotta respect it. Cause you know what?
That was the wrong word to use for that. Nah. We gonna rewind that.
When he go up in there, he do his 1-2. You gotta respect it. Cause you know what?
That was the wrong word to use for that. Nah. That's
so that's when he gonna be up in there. Flav is gonna take care of his business. You gotta do that. Man. You gotta sit there and do it. And I'm laughing at it because I ain't gotta go through it yet. But when I go through, I'm gonna be pissed off.
And that's the issue that we be having though. Like as brothers, we be like, yo, man, cause we macho. We like, yo, I don't need that, yo, for real. And then you just fall down like, ba-doom. Like, yo,
that's the worst.
What's wrong with you, player?
You know what I mean? You got cold and can't. You find out this, but when you do go find out something, you don't want to go through that.
We abuse ourselves. Yeah, man. We abuse ourselves. Not getting the right sleep, not eating the right foods.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Drinking, smoking, partying all night. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. The things that we do today is unheard of. In most societies,
the wear and tear we put on our bodies is
worse than a car. It's worse than a car.
And that's the crazy thing is because now they got so much ways that we can take care of ourselves.
Right.
You know, we can go online and go here and find out what to eat, what greens to eat, what really you could consume in your body to take care of you.
Right.
So,
definitely,
excuse me. So you sit there and you say that, there's really no reason for us to really be unhealthy. Right. When you can be healthy. Right. There's ways to work out. We all can be healthy. Gym membership is only $20 a month. $19.99.
So I seen one for $5.
You know what I mean?
$5 a month.
Yeah. Some places, you pay $5, you go in a day.
And bring in a buddy for free.
You do that, but you pay a little $20, you pay a couple dollars.
But see, the thing is, I want to touch on that gym thing, man, because you know what I mean, like. I was never a gym dude. I was never a workout dude. You know what I'm saying? The only time I worked out was when I went up north and I seen all these animals running around the yard. I'm like, yo, these dudes is brolic with what they eat. It's like, yo, they Jack Mac and calamaris, and octopus and all that. So I was like, all right, let me go in the gym. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna do my 1-2 like you use. You know what I'm saying? I'm do my 1-2. You know what I mean? I'm a nigga from the streets. I'm a big dude. You know what I mean? So I get on the bench. I get on the bench. He put 245 plates on it with the pole. I'm like, all right, I'm about to get this money real quick. I don't need no spot. Yo, little man, you don't need no spot. No, I don't need no spot. 21, think I'm the man and all that. Got it off the joint, holding it, arms is shaking. Everything is not working right. Boom, right on the chest. Weights all over the place.
It wasn't working.
It wasn't working. Washed up at 21. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, I was like, damn, yo, that was a rough walk back to my dorm, yo.
We just had to work at it. It's something that working out and stuff is something you got to work at.
It looked easy. It looked easy,
because the guys who already doing it, they make it look easy.
They make it look easy.
If they already doing it, they make it look easy when they doing it. But if they just getting into it, a lot of guys start off like that. Because I started off up in Cape Vincent up there and whatnot, and what you call it, and I started to pull up to some push-ups. That's why that's still my love. That's why that's still like embedded in me, because that's what I started with. That was my core. When I met them dudes, them older cats up there, they was like, nah, young dude, this what you start with. Don't go straight to them weights. Don't go straight to that. So I went around the corner. I came up another way. You know what I mean? So yo, hit these calisthenics. Pull up, dips, and push-ups is the key to your foundation, and that's good for you. Hit your legs. We hit your legs. You know, hit your leg day. Hit your leg day. But pull up, dips, and push-ups. That's your money, and it stay with you because if you notice when you work out, guys who work out with just weights, they. Over time, it turned to flab.
Yeah, their brute strength is not.
It turned to flab. It started looking like crazy.
Strength.
You know, it started looking a little flabby and stuff. Yeah. But if you see a guy who sit out there and put that pull-up, dips, and bar game into his workout,
your body weight up.
His skin and his muscles is looking nicer and fit.
Everything is proportioned properly.
Yeah, and he can leave that for a portion of time
and come back
and still be at it and still be good and stuff. Whereas weights, if you start working on weights for at least a month. And you start when you hit them weights again, you be like, "Whoa, what the hell?"
You finish.
Yo,
that 225.
That's 225. That's 315. Is that 350? You sure, man? Yo, let me get up and check.
That 225 becomes 625.
All right, man, it feel kind of heavy this week.
Hell yeah, man. Hell yeah.
But it ain't that. It's just that that's how the weights have you. It'll make you lose weight. You know, lose your strength when you ain't doing it. So that's why it's good to incorporate the pull-ups, dips, and push-ups.
That round the world life.
You know, that round the world life. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you need that round the world life.
You get that in your life, and that'll keep you up and keep your stamina, keep you good, keep you going.
That shit had me messed up, man. Like I remember, like I said, I was going back to the dorm. I ain't want to cry because I was in jail. You know what I mean? You can't be crying in jail. You know what I mean? So you gotta build that up. You know what I mean? Build that frustration up. And yo. One of my brothers, you know what I'm saying, that was there as an OG in there, he was like, yo, man. He said, yo, leave that iron alone, man. Leave that. I said, iron? Y'all got iron in here? You know what I mean? I know they got iron in the street. You talking about iron?
Let me get one, because if they got it, I need one.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, iron. He's like, nah, leave the iron alone. You know what I mean? Get on that ball.
Yeah, that weight.
You know what I mean? Every time you see people playing basketball, every time you see people playing cards, if you ain't reading the book, hit that ball. Go around the world because the bars are set up for you to do pull-ups, dips, and push-ups. Get that money.
That whole body.
You know what I mean? Wrap some books around your waist or something. Wrap something around your waist. And let big man sit on your back. You know what I mean? And push him up. You know what I mean? Get that brute strength up. So it's like it builds you mentally to be right. You know what I'm saying? Because when you come back into the world, it's like. Brothers ain't looking right.
Brother ain't living right. You see a lot of guys ain't working out. Now dudes just trying to take care of themselves. You see guys going to the gym and trying to swell up and stuff.
Man. I'd rather
trying to do their thing and stuff.
I'd rather go in the yard. I'm a yard dude. I can't, cause you know what I mean. I can't go in the gym, man. That's just me, man. Cause you know I get distracted. You know what I mean? And we know how to get distracted. I'm keeping it 1,000. I get distracted because it's like a fashion show. It's like going to high school in the gym now. You got the boom bang and the pow pow.
And you know the women coming there showing off the 1-2s and stuff.
They ain't trying to work out.
They showing off their thing and doing and they running and stuff.
Nah, I need to be in the yard. Let me in the yard,
but see, that's my thing.
With the yellow rubber gloves cut off and all that. Let me get that money.
That right there, honestly, that's motivation for me when I go in the gym.
Yeah.
Because when I see that, I know. I'm not paying that no mind. I'm here to get this money because
you gonna block that out. All that
my dudes know. My dudes know me. My dudes know. My boy Dre, you know what I mean? You know Tiger, Muscle, they know. You know what I mean?
He blocking all the eye candy out.
When I'm working out, I'm there. This is what I'm at. And when I'm on my task, this is where I'm at. So when I'm in the gym, we be working out. They'll tell you. I like to have everything together.
Right.
Put all my weight together. Nobody touch my weight, please. Don't ask me for nothing, please. I'm using all this because I got a plan going on right now. I got a routine. I'm doing something. We hit this. We gonna hit this. We gonna hit that. We gonna hit that. And they know. And that's how I like to do.
Because you come in there focused.
I like to. That's my thing.
Your gym or something.
You know what I mean? That's
come to your gym.
You know, because you know what? 9 times out of 10, guess what?
What's up?
You do that, and y'all getting y'all money. They gonna look at y'all. They gonna wanna.
No, I don't need.
They gonna wanna go be by y'all and be around y'all. They gonna be like, what these guys about? I see them. They not even focused on what's going around them. They focus on this money right here. They focus on this. So you don't need to pay no attention to that. For the brothers who want that. That's a little jewel for y'all, okay? That's a little jewel for y'all who want that. You know what I mean? Just go to the gym and do what you do.
Apples and oranges, baby.
Do what you do. I guarantee you. You getting that money and how you supposed to get it, even if you by yourself getting that money. You doing what you doing, You gonna start noticing people come around you doing other things around you, and you're gonna be like, okay, and that's how you get to meet people.
Gym is like the new church.
Boom, boom.
Gym is like the new church. That's the new church because
so
you get to meet people and all that different lives and stuff like that, and you get to build relationships and stuff like that. You know what I mean? But I understand what you're saying with the being focused in the gym and all that. It transcends to like being focused and growing up and having something to build for your babies and stuff like that. Like, because at the end of the day, you're being healthy so you can live a longer life. And then when you're living a longer life, it's something for your kids and your family to have stability. But the thing is that I want to talk about also is like, what happens, or what do you put forth before that? Like, if something was to happen to you, let's say car accident, or you know what I mean, or falling down some steps. I done seen brothers die from falling off of ladders and stuff like that. So like, how serious it is? Do we look into the life insurance thing? Like, you know what I'm saying?
See, yeah, that's where and we look into things like that.
Right.
We saying that is life insurance is like the key then. Life insurance is the key to that, because we have to really think about the future of your kids, and you know that we not gonna be on this earth long anyway.
Absolutely not. Absolutely
you know what I mean? No matter what.
We all got an expiration.
No matter what if you in the streets or you just gonna grow old and die of old age and stuff.
We all got an expiration date for sure.
Got an expiration date.
That's ill too. That's some ill shit.
You know, so it don't really matter. So
that's
we
like
all got
dark night. You be thinking about
hovering over you. You think about it. That's why I say live life and enjoy your life and do what you're doing
YOLO.
And make sure you're taking care of yourself so you can live that longer life. Because now life expectancy is getting longer, but it's not going to be longer for those who's not taking care of themselves, not going to the doctor, not eating right, you know, and then you sitting there saying, okay, you're doing that, but you know what, I need stability for my kids, or something happen to me, what's going to happen to my kids? How will they live? How will they survive? They have to run around and get money up for my funeral, my wake-in, my after-pass, and stuff like that, and money up for my tombstone and stuff like that. Do I want that burden on them? Nah, you shouldn't want that burden on your kids. So on that note, we all, as minorities, black people, as people, period, as human beings, we need life insurance just to look after ourselves when we pass, so that they can take care. We have a good burial.
Yeah, definitely.
And then we can look at our kids, can have something to look at. Say, okay, my parents died, but guess what? They left some dollars.
Yeah.
They left us something.
I remember growing up, man. I remember, I remember it vividly though, when I went to school in 398. You know what I'm saying, in Brooklyn and stuff. And I had a brother whose father had just died. You know what I'm saying? I used to go to his house and stuff, and I used to be like, his mom, he was Puerto Rican too. You know what I mean? He was power rule and stuff, and his mother never worked. You know what I mean? He lived right there on President in Rochester. You know what I'm saying? So from school, we used to go to his house every day after school to play Super Mario Brothers and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? And every time I went there, his mother she would always be there. So I'm like, wow, yo, bro, like, your mother never go to work? He's like, nah, my pops died. So I was like, oh, word. So it didn't register until I had a conversation with my mother. Like, yo, mom, I be going to so-and-so house, and his mother's always there, but his father died, but the bills are getting paid. You know what I mean? How is that possible? I'm young. I'm like 11, 12 in junior high school, and she was like, well, maybe he had life insurance. Maybe he was a veteran. Maybe he was this and maybe he was that, because they lived there for at least maybe 20, 30 years just off the strength of whatever his pops left them in whatever it is that he was doing. But now that you're talking about it, I'm like, wow, maybe he had a life insurance policy. Maybe he had some type of something where he worked at, they took care of the family. Maybe he had a pension. Because I didn't know his pops who he was. Maybe he was a cop, he had something or whatever. But whatever it was, what his pops left them, left a foundation and a roof over their heads and food for them to eat. Because like I said, his mother didn't work. His mother was like, at that time, his mother was probably like about 60 years old. She was an old lady, and she didn't do anything. But they lived there throughout my 4 years in junior high school. You know what I mean?
And sometimes you know why? Because if you sit there and you think of this, if you have a house and you as a responsible adult, you have a home and you pay off your home, and basically all you have is the property taxes on this home now.
Right. Okay.
And this is where you living with your kids, and now you pass away, and you have $80,000 or $100,000 life insurance on you.
Wow.
So now,
that's heavy.
You see what I'm saying? Now your kids spending what, 10, 15 of that to bury you.
Right. That's off the rip.
That's boom, bury you, get you a nice tombstone somewhere, boom, boom, bury you. Now the rest is theirs to go live and take care of the bills, take care of any responsibility that may have left. You know, that's also if you have any debt or something to take care of, because you know a lot of times they come chasing that, they chase after the kids or the house, anything that you have in your name when you do pass, if you do owe. So if you owe anything,
then you got
that's where the life insurance come from. Your kids get it, they take care of all the bills, any bills you had in your name, take care of that. But you know what? Now they got the home, all they got to pay is the property taxes, and they got money from you to do that. And if you got responsible kids, they working, they doing what they need to do. So guess what? They up. So now that's how other kids come up, and that's how that's how rich get richer. Because if you sit there and you have that type of life insurance on yourself, and you do pass it, and at the end of the day, your kids walk away with $60,000. After taking care of you, taking care of your bills, you may have over and up. They got $60,000.
That's a nice little nest egg, man. You can make a lot of things happen with that.
Your house is paid off, so all you paying is property taxes. And guess what? I'm working, and you got some kids. They all working. They they can pay the property taxes. So you know what? That $60,000, we're gonna invest this on something else. Let's go put it in this. Let's put it in that.
Or live off the interest.
Live off the interest till it gets
something. If you're able to sustain a balance where,
or get another home. You know, invest in another home and flip that, and then flip that, and then flip that.
I see what you're saying.
You see what I'm saying? So those are things that, you know, your parents and stuff leave for you that you don't know that may be that can happen. Whereas if they do have life insurance after on them when they pass, that's beautiful.
I mean, you should always, as a father, you know what I mean, always look to ways to better your family. You know what I'm saying? Even when you're gone, you know what I mean? Because you can only do but so much if you want to be a family. Because let's keep it 100. Not all men want to be fathers. Not all men want to be family men. But at the end of the day, if you're about your family, you always thinking 5 steps ahead of what can I do to better my family. It's not about you anymore because you made the decision to have a family. You know what I mean? So you're not looking out. You're looking out for the whole now instead of yourself. So if you say, well, somebody tell me, well, I get this life insurance policy that's going to benefit the family, then you got to really consider it. I'm not saying to do it, you know what I mean, but you got to consider it to the point where you say, you know what, well, my son is 5, my daughter's 16, 17, she about to go to college, my wife is, you know what I mean, she working a job, she working 50 hours a week. If something was to happen to me, the women also got to get life insurance also, you know what I'm saying?
Everyone get life insurance, but the men
it's more so the men because
we don't do it because the women got life insurance. I guarantee you that.
They definitely got it.
The majority of women out there
too stubborn to think about the bad part. You know what I mean? We like, nah.
You know, women work, they out there working and that comes to know, they say, you know what, let me go get life insurance. Yeah, it's important.
They put all their ducks in a row. Their ducks is in a row.
And the crazy thing is about it that the younger you do it, the cheaper you'll pay. That's the thing. The younger you do it, the cheaper you pay a month.
The healthier you are too.
You know what I mean? And that's why it's cheaper. So as more older you get, is the more you'll pay a month, the more your premium. So that'd be great if you smart enough. So you know what? Let me get this child, or my son or my daughter life insurance.
It'd be like $15 a month or $15 a week. I mean, if you got a job and you have health insurance, it's always something on the back end where you can get life insurance.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like if you're in the union or whatever, if you got a union job, life insurance is right there. You don't even know it. All you gotta do is look it up because I'm in a union. So it's like, okay, that's that. But I still gotta get something on the back end to take care of it. You know what I mean?
You gotta buy
you know what I mean?
Your own life insurance. If you got your job life insurance and you go outside your job and say, you know what? Let me have both of these. So just in case, you know, I got my job life insurance, I got my my outside life insurance. So now if something happens,
everything is covered.
Everything is covered. No matter what's going on. The kids, everybody good. We good.
Because you don't want to burden them. You know what I mean? Like, we living who we are. We doing what we doing. You know what I'm saying? Whether you work yourself into the ground, whether you work yourself happy. But at the end of the day, like I said, you have to give them something, some type of cushion. You know what I mean? If you care for them. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? If you have a family, you should care for them. Mm-hmm. So you got to give them a cushion. I mean, at the end of the day, they're going to be the ones to actually give you a service that's best suited for you, how you was while you were living. You know what I mean? If that makes sense. Like, but if you was a piece of crap, they gonna give you a piece of crap service, and they gonna take that life insurance money and go to Vegas. You know what I mean? But if you was a good person, you know what I mean? They gonna give you a nice service, stuff like that, and you know what I mean? But I don't want none of that. You know what I mean? That's just me. Just sprinkle me, man.
If anybody gets some money, some real money from life insurance from their parents or anything, right? I feel they should just definitely take care of them, especially if they was living a certain way. That they was this type of person, and that was I'm gonna bury my family the right way how it's supposed to be.
Definitely. You gotta give them that respect, man, because if you was, like I said, if you was a good person, I mean, if you gonna send them off, you gotta send them off right, because it ain't just about going to the funeral and crying and making a scene.
Especially if they set you up right. Someone leave you some good money on some life insurance and stuff, man, and you sitting there on some some brands and stuff, even after paying their life, they funeral and wake and after pass and taking care of their bills. After doing all that, you still sending them some cake, some money. Man, listen, you guys, man.
Hold up, man. Like I said,
nothing but love there.
Tomorrow, my brother, he gonna be burying his moms and stuff like that. So you know what I mean? Like, I don't even know how they came up with it, because she just passed like last week, and they're already burying her. You know what I mean? So he might be in a bind and stuff like that. So it's you got to start thinking like, it's so much, and I hate to say it, it's like so much death around us, yo. Like every time you turn around, somebody dying, man. You know what I mean? So it's just, you can't get away from it, bro.
That's the way. You know what I mean? That's life.
That's the reality of it.
That's life, because we looking at people gonna get old.
Yeah,
we gonna get old. That's why it goes.
That's what you want to do. You want to get old.
It goes. Yeah, we want to get old, but that's why it goes to taking care of yourself, man. Yo, my G, that's why it's like, if you take care of yourself and you do what you're supposed to do, man, it'll be all good. You know what I mean? You just watch what you putting in your body. I know some of us, we drink, we smoke and stuff, but
when you get caught up,
when you mixing more of the badness with that's when you get caught up. You gotta be moderate with the stuff you are doing, with the stuff you do.
Yeah, you gotta be a cutoff.
You know, you gotta know. Okay, if I'm smoke, because me, honestly, I'm gonna keep it 100 with you.
He about to keep it 100 on politics as usual. Here it come. Don't tell no crazy
Don't
shit,
take it personal, but the brothers that know me and they know most of the dudes from the joint, they know how we are and stuff. Cause I'll be honest with you, most of the dudes from John on the joint, we don't smoke the cigarettes like that, We don't smoke cigarettes.
Shout out to the SJP, too, man. Shout out to SJP.
You know what I mean? So, but the brothers who can sit there and smoke 6, 7, 8 blunts or L's, and then turn around and smoke a cigarette or two.
I'm gonna give you a story.
Man, right now it hurts my chest.
I'm gonna give you a story.
That hurts me, man. I don't know how they do it. Respect to you, brothers. Strong lung brothers. But listen, I couldn't do it.
I'm gonna give you a story that's gonna bust your head live.
I respect it. The most I'm gonna do is smoke a cigar or something.
All I'm gonna say is one word.
Ain't even the hell in that.
All I'm gonna say is one word. Tops. The Rollies. If y'all don't know what Tops is,
oh man,
Tops is the Rollies. You know what I'm saying? It's so real that brothers got the machine to roll the Rollies and line them up for, you know what I'm saying, to get their things together. But the reason why I brought that up was Tops is what got me smoking cigarettes back in the days.
Oh man,
you know what I mean? Because
going through downstate or all stuff,
I was hooked on the menthol. I was hooked on the menthol, man. That menthol had me that shit had me twisted, man. You know what I mean? So it was like, man, I had a 2-pack a day habit, man. It was bad, man. Like, if I eat, I smoke. If I drank, I smoke. If I had, you know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? I smoke. You know what I mean? If I smoked a blunt, I smoke.
Oh man.
You know what I mean? So I know what you're saying. It's like you got the iron lung.
Yeah, like
you know what I mean.
That
really
your scares me, but
chest crazy.
I mean, those things there, we gotta be careful on how we consume when we consume
that's
it,
poison,
because
man.
we doing that. Then we, and then we know we drink the liquor and whatnot. So you want to be careful on that with your liver. So make sure if you're doing that, you flushing it out with water. Wake up, drink water,
give you a story
and
too.
drink your water.
This is my last story. This is my last story for Politics as Usual. I'm gonna give you a story. I remember when Roy Jones lost his first fight, right? I don't know if you remember that. When Roy Jones lost his first fight, when the dude was bowing down on his knee and all that, and Roy hit him when he was down or whatever, and he fell. They disqualified him, took his belt, right? Yo, I was at a party. I was in Callaloo drinking mad liquor, whatever, and I wanted a cigarette so bad. So bad I wanted a cigarette. And the brother said, here, roll that up. Rolled up a blunt, right? In a backwood. No, I'm lying. It was a fronto. It was a fronto, Lo. It was a fronto. And I took one hit of that. Boom. And all I know is, for the rest of the night, I was like this.
Oh, man.
Jewelry on and everything. Just finished. Out. People picking me up and moving me out the way. Like, yo, you got to get out the way, man. You in the way. But the reason why I was saying that is the fact that how I was so drunk and I was chasing another high. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Like, I wanted something else. I was good where I was at. But I could have died that night.
Trying to get put extra on it.
Extra on it.
Nah.
And I had to drive.
Extra, not that.
And I had to drive. I think I was home maybe 6 months.
Yeah, like I tell you.
That was the greatest thing I ever felt in my life. But I was.
Like I tell you, I'm scared to hurt myself. So when it's coming to consuming something in my body, I'll be very wary of what I'm doing and how I'm consuming it, because I'll be like, yo, what the?
Yeah, we take risks, man. We take a lot of risks, man. I mean,
oh man, like I be sitting there like something. I got
a lot of crazy things, bro. You know what I mean?
I got pet peeves about a few things. Like I don't be eating if I'm biting in a piece of chicken and I see fat. You know the fat that you if I bite into it and I see the fat, that chicken is done.
Man,
that's done.
Or if you bite into a chicken and you see red,
I can't.
Brown and all that.
I'm not one of them fat eating people knowing that I'm eating fat, but why am I eating fat when I'm trying to lose it? I'm not trying to gain fat. I'm gonna eat fat for it. And it ain't my. I
don't want that protein, bro.
No,
I don't want that. It's crazy though. The other day, me and the Wiz was going. We was driving down the street on Springfield, and we see the White Castles right there on Springfield, right there. You know what I mean?
I do not mess with them. You good on that?
Check it though, Lo. They said it said now serving turkey burgers. I said turkey burgers.
I might have tested them out on that one.
Yo, so I said, yo, pull that in there, man. Pull that in there. Let me check that out. You know what I'm saying? Like turkey burgers. I said, yo, pull that in there. She said, you want to go? I said, go in there. Stop playing. Yo, they got the mustard burgers. They got some sweet teriyaki something turkey burgers.
What?
But I'm looking at the burgers. I'm like, I don't know about that. I ain't eat it though.
They looking funny?
I gotta send somebody else in there and check it out first.
I might test them out. Turkey burger. I mean, I'll see what they took. Because most of them got the ingredients and things on the back. Yeah. Like you can watch and see
White Castle got turkey burgers, man.
You know what I mean? But is it small?
Shameless
is it small ones?
It's the same exact burger, but it's turkey.
Oh, it's a small one. Them small ones. They regular.
The slider joint.
That's what I'm saying. They make them small joints.
Yeah, you know what I mean? You need about 20 of those.
I'm more of a Burger King type of sandwich guy.
Yeah.
They make some.
No, Burger King got the chicken burgers though.
Yeah, they got the chicken. That's why I go. They got the chicken burgers there.
I ain't gonna lie, I be tearing them shits up.
Because I'm not, I'll stay away from the red meat. I'm sorry, man.
I don't eat the red meat, man.
So I go with the turkey burgers and stuff.
Nothing red, man. I don't do that, man. Like goats and all that.
Just gotta watch your diet and stuff, because
just be happy, man. You know what I mean? Like, I know brothers that don't eat chicken. I know brothers that eat fish, but I know brothers that eat shrimp and crabs, but don't eat chicken. It baffles me because shrimp and crabs are bottom feeders. You know what I mean? Those are anthropods. And if you look at a shrimp, before they dice it and slice it and all that and boil it and foil it, it's a roach. You know what I mean? Like, it's a roach. It's a cockroach for the sea. You know what I mean? You can look it up. You know what I mean? Got the long antennas and all that, the little fingers and all that, the little things and all that. You know what I mean? It's a roach. It's a cockroach of the water. You know what I mean? It's an anthropod. It's the same family. You know what I'm saying? If you don't, listen, if you don't believe me, you can look it up. You can Google it. Social media tell you. You know what I mean? It's all part of the same family. So if you say, oh, I don't like cockroaches and it's nasty, why the hell are you eating shrimp? Why are you eating shrimp? Because it costs $20 a pound?
Because it's exclusive, dog.
You know what I mean? Lobsters is big roaches.
Listen. I guess cockroaches need to go underwater and chill underwater.
But that's why they call them water bugs. Because they can live in the water. They go in the water.
You know what I'm saying? Did it go down there and chill?
Emphatically now, Cypher, I'm not eating no shrimp. And the sad part is I'm allergic to all that shit. But at the end of the day, I wouldn't eat it if I wanted to. And straight up, they roaches. They are roaches, man. But
hey, man.
You know, just
listen, man. Just eat healthy. Take care of yourself.
Be right.
If you choose to eat the shrimp or any of that stuff,
don't eat
just, you know what? Just watch your diet.
Just look it up. Look it up.
What you put in your body.
It serves no nutritious factor whatsoever.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. If it don't serve no nutritious factor or no purpose, then you know what?
Yeah.
Leave it alone. But if it's something that's good for you, you know what? I'm gonna go this route. But my thing is just make sure
look into some
you eating stuff that can definitely digest through your system good.
Yeah.
Okay, that's what you need.
Like greens.
The greens. That's
greens
what you need
and the reds.
Make sure it goes through and digests through your system. Nothing that sit in you like red meat and stuff sit in you and wait to digest and all that. Then go through your system. No. Get the stuff that can go through. Eat the greens and the good protein that go through you.
Digest,
you know, so you know you ain't got nothing clogged up in you, and you know.
Like if you ain't defecating 3 times a day, something wrong with you, bro. You might have, like we said earlier, like 30 minutes ago, you might have to go to the doctor.
And that's why that's why them doctors go back to that first. We was talking about earlier.
Take care of them, go to that doctor. If you say, yo, I'm always using the bathroom, that's good. You're supposed to use the bathroom. Every time you eat, you're supposed to push out what you ate before.
Them greens make you go.
Eat that kale, that spinach. You know what I mean? Some people say broccoli is a hybrid and all that. Eat broccoli. I don't care. Dr. CB said don't eat no broccoli. Eat that broccoli. You understand what I'm saying? Because it makes your bowel movements go. You gotta make bowel movements because that's the waste of your body, for real.
And I think we might do a show on that, yo.
What, bowel movements?
Not bowel. It sounded like I was going in with that. Yeah. Because that's the last thing you said. Hold on, you talking about bowel movements? Okay, let's see where you going with this.
He just had an epiphany. What you gonna do? What? You got a new type of toilet paper or something? I'm trying to figure it out, bro. All right. No. I'm being silly. Alright.
I'm laughing because that's the last thing you said. And then I kept talking about. We still was talking about that. But I really was talking about.
I'm just saying. Yo, public. I'm just saying.
I'm really talking about like show about the green, like the shrimp and all that.
Okay.
Show them little skippers of how it's made. Go through that, like the process how the shrimps and you know how mushrooms and stuff is made. You know mushrooms. You got,
now.
You know what I'm saying?
That's a fungus.
You know what I mean? So we can build on that and topics like that.
We can definitely go into the science of the foods and the right foods and the wrong foods and stuff like that.
Because now this is just information to put that bug in your head to know to go check that doctor and go and run and take care of yourself, eat right, and go get life insurance and stuff like that. So that's what this is. But we're gonna definitely bring the next episodes. We're gonna have a couple episodes and we definitely dissect
that you consume is not right. White milk, white rice, white bread, all that is no good because
why is that white? Why white not right?
White not right because it's bleached.
And that white is good. White is good for you, man.
I mean, that white is good on the street.
That white meat?
White is good on the street.
You don't like that white meat?
White is good on the street. I don't know about kicking it.
So that white is good.
You know what I mean?
But nah, you right though. That white is good.
Everything white is not good for you, man. It ain't right. I don't know what he talking about.
That white meat. You don't like that white meat?
They got that other white meat. They got that other white meat too. That swine. You know what I mean? So I don't know. And I got a white sweater on, and I'm telling you, don't eat that white meat. But yo, man. man. Don't mind him, man. You know what I mean? We just telling y'all for real, man.
Yeah, just definitely, man. Just take care of yourself.
Word up.
And make sure you know what you put in and you consuming in your body.
Yeah, man. Be right,
that's
man.
What's most important.
Get juices. Get like the brother said. Get your greens, man. The greens is serious. Like, try to stay with the greens and stuff, man. Even if you gotta put in a mix it before you go out in the morning.
And you
instead of eating them eggs and all that. You know what I mean?
Saying that, them dudes, they just juice for life. Them juice for life for Styles Piano. They just built one of them joints down there.
They got one in Brooklyn.
In Brooklyn on Malcolm X. I forget it where it's at, but it's down there on Malcolm X in Brooklyn. Yeah, they got one out there. So you know you can.
They got some
spots like that should be. There's a lot of people probably ain't gonna go to them until it get more fashionable to really go and run down there, because you know if it is that way, it should be more people.
It's crazy
popping them up with more juices, even if it's not a juice for life. It's a juice store.
Because and I'm not going to discredit, you know what I'm saying, Styles and all them and all that, because I used to go to the joint in the Bronx and stuff like that in Pelon, but we had a juice bar in the hood years ago. And that's Punchline on Notion and Park Place. Oh yeah. You know what I mean? And they take care of you. You know what I mean? Shout out to, you know what I'm saying, to Zion and all that. Because they got a drink in there called a Full Clip.
Oh, the clip.
And boy, oh boy.
Shout out to P. Diddy. Yo, Diddy, bring that Full Clip back. Yo, Diddy.
Yo. Ask the women about the Full Clip, baby.
Bring that Full Clip, Diddy.
Yo, we shout too much people out, man. They get large off us, man. This politics is usually out.
But the juice spots, that's what we definitely need to go to.
Gotta do that,
go to them juice spots and really, explore.
If you want to hang out in the bar, hang out in the juice bar.
They got mixtures. Everything don't taste funny. It don't taste nasty. It's mixtures now. Now it's more advanced. They don't need to taste.
And they got remedies,
man.
They got remedies for stomach aches. They got yo, I got a remedy for high blood pressure, man. And I'm gonna tell you, and this is crazy because my man Steve put me onto it. Steve-Lo put me onto it, man. Like sea moss. Sea moss is like the wonder drug. It's not even a drug though, because it come from the bottom of the sea, like where the shrimps and the crabs and the lobsters be at.
So something like kill you. It kills you.
It kills you. You know what I mean? Like it's crazy because it makes you use the bathroom so much.
He
put it in anything.
Word.
Drink that every day. Every day. Substitute one meal for that every day, and you'll be. I'm not saying you're gonna be fine, but it can definitely help you.
Now they be having here, you know what I'm saying? Definitely, you can massage yourself with that stuff and all that. You can
get moss. They call it Irish moss in the store. I don't know why, but it ain't from Ireland. And, you know what I'm saying? That come from the islands.
Listen, I don't know.
That's ours.
I know.
We did that.
I don't know where it comes from.
Seaweed is kale.
And that's the thing. But that goes to the point of a lot of stuff. If you realize, even with the medicines, they find that out through the plants.
Definitely.
Going through and find out what can cure what. So if they can do that, then why can't we drink some of these things?
That's right.
And not even have to go to the doctor. That's what That's why I want to see how big these juice bars do get, because when you think about it, those things can knock out going to the doctor.
Yeah.
If I can go
on
here
a regular basis,
and go here and I'm getting the right juices, and I'm my body, I'm juicing my body, I'm putting the right things in my body, then I'm not getting headaches, I'm not getting colds that often. I'm going there, I'm going to the doctor. My bones not aching when I get older, because the juices and stuff I'm taking in me is regenerating my bones and making me feel good. So I'm energized. I get up and go work out and run more.
Well, not the shrimp though. Not the shrimp. Like we
talk about the growth.
If you talk to me about shrimp, I'm gonna tell you about shrimp. But what the brother's saying is right. You know what I mean? Like I just be transcended to the shrimp because I just see roaches, like just roaches.
Then you come like, I
got issues with water bugs, yo. Like I'm traumatized.
Nah.
Crunch. That's how the shrimps be crunching. You know what I mean?
Word. But man, just look into that and just take care of yourself. Just make sure you definitely, watch what you do and how you do them. Even with your kids is consuming and stuff. We don't want no obese kids out there and stuff. So, watch what they eating and they consuming.
Pasta, stay away from the pasta too much.
Yeah, a lot of pasta. That blows you up. Well, workout guys, y'all know y'all eat that. We eat that pasta. That pasta blows you up.
But if imagine,
if you ain't working out and you eating pasta, that's wrong deal. You can't be eating pasta sitting on a couch watching football thinking
that's why they got green pasta now. They got brown pasta. Like I had a wheat pizza the other day. That shit was nasty.
I can't do it, but yeah, I know. They got all that. That's why it takes me longer to really transcend over to certain things because of some of the stuff that I see they make it out. I be like, wow. Yeah. I'm not really a soybean burger eater right now.
Nah, that's
I'm trying to. You know what I'm saying?
Eat a turkey burger. Nah. Bro, I had a veggie burger one time, yo. It had corn in it, beans. I was like,
and it'd be like, you know why? Because our mind is so set to what a burger should be and what should taste.
The way I want to eat a burger.
That's what it is. But now, if we was growing up on that, if that was the first burger you ever had, and that was presented to you as a burger, bro. I guarantee you the burgers you eat now, you'll look at that as funny. Like, yeah, I eating that.
I had a chickpea burger one time. It was nasty. Like they ground up the chickpea and made a burger out of it. I said, what is that? It's like, yo, it's a burger. Eat it. I ate that. I said, wow, I'm going to get me a turkey burger after this.
I don't eat flavor because you're used to it.
Yeah.
That's what. If we wasn't used to that, it'd be, you know what?
That's what it
give me
is,
this.
though?
Give me that. Listen, if you feeding a baby from young, if you feed them a particular thing, and they never taste one particular number, they ain't gonna know what that. They gonna look at that as foreign. Just like when people, like when you go to other countries.
You got a point. You
go to other countries, and some of the stuff they eat, we be watching some cook shows and stuff. Some of the stuff they eat, you be like, what the hell?
That's delicacy to them.
But that's their delicacy. That's what they eat.
Yeah,
you go there, and you be like, you crazy?
You right.
But they come over here, and you show them some type of soup or something that got something bulling in it. I'm talking about
gunga peas soup.
All this other stuff. Yeah, you sit there like, what is this? And you like, no, this that good stuff. You don't know what this is?
Yeah.
No. They look at you funny.
Burger, though. It's not a burger.
It's like those are the same thing you look at a veggie burger and a turkey burger. But we wasn't raised on veggie burgers, so people transcending over that. They have to because they going vegan. That's their thing. Yeah, respect. But if you not, it's hard. You gotta have to raise your kids that way.
The soy chunks and all that, I can do all that. The soy chunks, but when you take all that and you smush it together and you want to put it on the pot and then put it on the bread and with the non-dairy cheese, and I can't do it, man. I can't do it, man. I grew up in a Rasta household when nothing with a face and all that, and I used to be like, sneak out at the middle of the night, go get me some chicken or something, you know what I mean? Like, and I used to get beatings behind that, but I don't know about no veggie burger, man. Like, I tried it.
Only thing I couldn't eat and I could never eat now.
Soy burgers are good. I could eat soy burgers.
Liver. I could never eat liver.
I would never eat that. No.
My mom, they should always make that liver. I used to be like this, man. Oh man.
Liver with mashed potatoes.
That was like the hood special in the back of the day. If you couldn't get steak, it was a liver.
That liver day.
You know what I mean? Like liver. I used to be like this.
Y'all know about that liver day. Everybody know about that liver day growing up.
I be chewing on liver. I be chewing on that one piece for like an hour.
Hours, man.
Everybody else, my brothers, will be finished. I be like, dude.
That's the
She be like, boy, you better eat that. I be like, I can't eat this. I'm gonna just eat the potatoes and drink this juice. I'm good for the night.
It was like eating rubber. Like rubber off your tires.
I'm good for the night. Word.
Yo, it's so bad. I don't think I'll ever feed my children liver, yo. They gonna have to eat veggie burgers before they eat liver. I swear. They ain't gonna never eat no liver. I said, Mom, what is this? Boy, this is liver. I don't want this. You gonna eat it or wear it.
Whoa.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I gotta beat my poor for not eating that liver because they want you to eat it. You wasted food.
Yeah.
But it's like, man,
that was like 10 cents a pound or something back in the days? Nah, I ain't eat no liver, man.
To this day, I can't even
sell liver?
I know they do because it's a meat, it's a food. So but I just don't see it because it's not in my world. Nah, I can't touch that. That ain't what I do. That ain't.
You brought some shit up with that liver.
I couldn't do it.
The gravy on it with the mashed potatoes. What is this?
There's some greens and little greens on the side.
Greens on the side.
Man, I eat these greens and this mashed potatoes before I eat that liver.
Yo, shout out to all the people that eat liver and like it, man.
They love it, man. I salute y'all, man. You know what I mean? If we somewhere eating and they giving us liver and some other stuff, man, listen. You can have it. I'll share. Let me get what the other stuff they have, and I give you my liver.
I eat bread and water straight up before I eat liver. I eat a whole bag
give you
of
my
bread.
Liver. Let me get some bread.
I'm good.
And some water, some juice.
Good. I don't care what liver it is. I don't want near not a liver. I say near not a liver.
Word,
man. But
yeah, man.
We gonna get out of here, man. You know what I'm saying?
The one too. We know we've been chopping your ear off. Politicking and UsuaLL. You know what I'm saying? Doing what we do. Yeah. Having fun with it, bugging out, man. Cause yo,
we're just keeping it interesting, man. We talking about things that people want to talk about. You know what I mean? That y'all talk about. You know what I mean?
We gonna set it up. I'm telling you, next ones we gonna try to get some interviews. Gonna have some special guests coming up.
We got special guests coming.
We've been seeing the people been talking about, yo, I want to come through, and we got a lot of brothers out there that want to come up here and spit their knowledge.
We gonna have people let you hear their voice. Talk that you want to hear talk.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
Give you a good perspective, something to listen to. They be like, okay, that's a nice brother.
You know what I mean? We're gonna have a little history too. You know, a little history lesson.
Some brothers out there. You know what I mean? We gonna definitely build. Just get our build on, because we're about showing that love and loyalty and just building this culture and building the movement up. You know, and building this up what we got going here.
Live footage coming soon.
Oh yeah,
definitely live footage.
Yeah.
Be ready for that candy camera when we pull up on you with that.
Every events we there, we out there. You know, you see the camera, we gonna be out there interviewing you.
Today's mathematics. Make sure you know what's going on, because if you don't, I'm gonna bomb you for sure. You know what I mean?
We out there. So be prepared. You see, dog. We out there. We see Life with that mic in his hand, and dog, that camera just be ready to say something.
Say something.
Show
don't
some
say
love.
the wrong thing, because they might get bombed.
But y'all know it's all love, man. It's all love and loyalty, man.
1-2.
Word up, man.
You know what I mean?
But so we gonna catch up with y'all and see how y'all doing. We gonna catch y'all episode 5 and see what's good.
Episode 5.
And we gonna see what we got for y'all.
Yeah.
You know, we might take it out on the street on that one.
Episode 5 might be at the Low Crown. You know what I mean? That might be at the Low Crown.
You hunted, man.
Yeah, you know what I mean? We gonna interview the champ. Whoever wins, you know what I'm saying? And you know, the teams and stuff like that. You know,
might see how I'm saying, see when the
definitely.
We gonna definitely see what's up. That footage or any event that's coming up. You know, R.I.P. UsuaLL, Double L, Low Lives. You know what I mean?
The toy out there coming up. At Stratosphere or Utica. Utica.
Y'all know it's in 227 Utica. 227 Utica Stratosphere.
You know what I mean? Bring some toys, donate some toys.
Donate some toys and whatnot, you know, show some love. That's all it's about, the community. You know, that's where the SJP at. You know, we grew up over there, so you know, we just gonna show some love and give back. Definitely. You know how it go. You know, that's all. Show that love and loyalty.
Yo, if you're from Crown Heights, you gotta have a connection to the Johns, man. Johns run from Eastern Parkway.
Shout out to my NA dudes, you know that's out there.
All the way down,
FA dudes that's out there. Y'all know we're gonna holler at them. We gonna get all of them up there. You know, Mouse, Haiti. We gonna holler at y'all. You know, Twiz, Stay Cool. You know, we gonna holler at y'all. We gonna get y'all up here. Come, we gonna interview y'all. We know y'all got things going on down there.
Shout out to my man, Big Head Booster. I ain't seen you in a minute, son. Where you at, man? Holla at me, man.
Come out, man. But y'all know how it is. It's nothing but love and loyalty. We about to do what it do. Sign off out of here. Yo, hope y'all was entertained. If anything, y'all know what it is. Leave that comment down there. You know what I mean? Leave it down there.
You want to talk about something? You want to yell at us?
Leave it down there.
We don't care.
You know,
we're going to get back at you.
And please subscribe. Make sure you subscribe.
For real.
Subscribe. Get it popping.
Sessions TV, baby.
The subscriptions up for us. So we get out there. Get the people. Let them know we out here. We live in effect. Because this is us. This the team.
Share
it. Here.
Share it. And be caring.
You know?
And be caring.
Let's get out.
Enjoy your holidays. You know what I'm saying? Like we recording this today. You know what I'm saying? On the 21st. You know what I mean? Today's the 21st, right?
Yeah,
21st. The Wisdom Knowledge Day. You know what I'm saying? All being born to understanding. Peace to the gods of earth. You know what I mean? And just get out of here. You know, enjoy your holidays and stuff like that. Don't eat too much of that bird. You know what I mean? Stay away from the vegan food. You know what I mean?
Listen. Just, I mean, you know, get your stuffing on and all that.
And be with your family, though. Be with your family, man.
Hope it was all love.
If it's just you and your girl, or you and your daughter, you and your son, you and your moms, you and your pops, it's still family.
It's family, yo.
Enjoy that time, man.
Y'all all say grace and give
works
thanks.
on Thanksgiving. Nobody.
Hug each other, show love to each other. You know,
you're working on Thanksgiving, damn, that's messed up. You know what I mean?
And don't be scared to tell the next man or your family member, someone you love, I love you, man. Love is love.
Because tomorrow's not promised for nobody.
Tomorrow's not promised. Remember that.
Peace.
Peace, y'all. Stay up.
Got that low, got the low.
Kilz, you already know it too.
That low around me.
LPSJPMTV.
You know I got
be a part of something because they're trying to like bring something to the table.
Right.
Well, you gotta look at him sideways for, cause he ain't slash your face or take a rack out the store with you.
Yeah.
Huh? Come on.
So you gotta find what his niche is gonna be. He gotta find what his niche is, and he gotta run with that. And then as being a founder or whatever, you gotta say to yourself, well, you know what? He's for the betterment of this. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna embrace that.